All right, I had a few people call today about market updates, and I'm actually getting a lot busier than I was more than this summer. One, I have a lot of investors, so I'm huge investor based. Multifamily, again, negotiating and got locked off today for another huge multi-unit place. Thank goodness to Seba and LoopNet, CoStar. But along with the investors, there's a lot of buyers out there. And still, I have some high-end buyers, and then I have a lot of mid-range buyers. And I guess the question is, everybody keeps asking, what about interest rates? Should we buy now? Should we wait? And I'm going to say right now, you have to buy when you're ready or comfortable. But you can keep waiting, not doing anything, and it's going to bite you. I mean, when you look at history, just go around and ask some nice older people that have bought 30, 50 years ago and ask them, are you glad you bought 30, 50 years ago or even 20 years ago? Or do you wish you would have waited? I guarantee you most of the people are going to say they are so happy they bought, because like anything, a decade flies like that. 10 years, gone. And if you buy a home and you wait or sit or live there for 10 years plus, the likelihood of you making a lot of equity, no matter the interest rate, is huge. Now, two things just came on the market that are so interesting. One, Zillow is huge on the bull market. They are saying 6 to 7 increase in price next year. So they are already predicting 6 to 7% increase. So what's that mean? Prices are still going to go up. Two, today we just had a report that the lowest inventory on the market has been. So people stop listing again. Just where are they going to go? Where are they going to buy? Because there is no inventory out there. So am I going to sell? And then what am I going to buy? And then at these prices, they're still high. So a lot of them, again, they have lower interest rates maybe too. So there's a few things that are going on with the interest rates that help this. One, a lot of new home buys, and this is going to be cool to hear, a lot of new home buys are giving a lot of discounts. Like Lennar, go on Lennar's site, 50,000, 60,000 off, 30,000 off, but a lot of them are 60,000 off plus. And not only to boot with that, they're doing interest rates like 5%, or you get buy down points and closing cost of 5,000 plus the price down. It's insane. So with new home buys, you're getting major discounts. Now the reason is because new home buys were always priced higher than resale homes, used homes, older homes. Older home prices now have surpassed or passed new home prices. A lot of people are now reverting to location. One, because we don't have the land in the certain locations or cities or towns to build the new homes now. So people are wanting that city, town, or location, and the only place they can buy right now or find homes right now is the resale or the older homes. There is no new homes being built there. Now, they may be on the outskirts of the town or outskirts of the city, but they're not in the locations that people want. So I think that's a huge reason, along with interest rates again. But now the new home builds are fighting back, I guess is a nice way to say it. I'm like trying to get it out, fighting back by giving lower interest rates, giving these huge price reductions. Two, banks are smarter now. You can get better rates right now. And there is stuff like 5-year ARMs. And the ARMs at the rates right now are what, 5.5%, 5.75% with 5 years. And if after 5 years up to 10, it's like 6.75 or 7.25. Well, those are the rates right now. And if they do go down, then you refinance. I know everybody says this is risky, this is bad, but you're telling me rates won't come down in 10 years? Well, fine, the ARM for 5 to 10 years is up to 6.75. 10 to 20 years, I think it was 7.25 or 7.5. So you still can't beat that because we're still at the interest rates they're at now. And if the interest rates do go higher, which everybody's freaked out about, you have an ARM locked in where you're at 5.75 for 5 years, up to 6.25 to 6.5 for the next up to 10, and then so forth up to 6.75 to 7.25 for the last 20 years. Huge. I mean, you're beating it on every level. So to buy, if you're ready to buy, that's the problem here. If you're ready to buy, great. Here's the issue. Good luck finding the home. So I think that's the new gold rush, is homes off the market. Now, it's in the seller's best interest to list the home. Bidding wars, all this and that. The catch is a lot of people don't like having people in their homes. It's tough, right? You get a lot of randos walking in your home. You do an open house, random people come in. Let's say you scratch the open house, but you just have a lot of random people seeing your house and your stuff. Now, if the agent has buyers off market that's willing to pay the price you want to list at, or you want the price and a certain price, and you talk with the agent and they come up with a really good price, and that agent can find that buyer, and especially the cash buyers right now, because cash is everywhere. All the retirement people are moving. Side note, gold mine here, a little gold mine. If you can build a 55 plus community in no state income tax states, small places, 300,000, 350 to 550,000, small homes, 1,200 square foot, 900 square foot, 1,500 square foot, they'll sell in a second. Doesn't matter where they're at, because retirement people need states with no income state homes and a nice community, clean facilities, pool, whatever, so that grandkids can come visit, but it holds their tax. That's their primary home. You see what I'm saying here? They all have the cash. Those would fly off the market in a second. Hotcakes, done. Investors, what are you doing? Buy chunks of land, build 55 plus communities and no state income tax states, nice facilities, small homes, nothing big, all ramblers. Come on, no one wants stairs. And make them cheap, 400,000, 500,000, 550, gone, done. Primary home, now they can often travel, no state income tax, boom. Grandkids can come visit when they're here. Pool facilities, little golf cart stuff, maybe make a golf cart, doesn't even need that. Back to what I was saying before. So if you are wanting to buy a home and you can't find it, off-market homes are huge right now. So the agents will have those off-market homes. If you contact them and say, hey, what do you have? I have a list of homes, list of them that people don't either want to list because they don't want to deal with all the shenanigans, or they say, just bring me a buyer when you have one. I'll take something. I'll take cash. It's huge. So if you are looking, you need to get a local agent, one that knows the market, knows investments, does a lot of sales. Call them. Call myself. Let me know what you're looking for, Olympia, Washington State. And then if we don't have it, guess what we do? We make the contacts. We call the people that do have the listings, and then we broker a deal. Real easy. There's whole backgrounds of people just transferring stuff. And it happens for commercial multifamily all the time. Unbelievable. But now it's starting to push into single family because there is no inventory. So what do? You bring it out. Now legally, we always tell the client best options to list. Here it is. And we can't market it or anything. But if someone comes to me and says, hey, we have a home or we need a home, hey, Ron, bring me a one-time buyer showing contract deal. Absolutely. Legally, we can then as real estate brokers. So get with that broker. He'll find you the home if it's not on the market, off market, and it's so easy to do. That's the gold rush. That's the new way to find the homes right now, because interest rates, give me a break. Stop talking about it. Suck it up. Buy, don't move. But if you just sit there and nothing happens, great. You're just sitting there. So stay in the same home, do your same thing. Don't need to sell homes. So I'm not trying to sell you, but if you're looking to move or looking to sell or buy, stop waiting, especially with this new report at Zillow, especially with how creative everybody's getting with the financing right now. Yeah, a decade goes by like that. As we know, time flies. So you're gonna rather wish you bought now than later and wait another 3, 5 years, 10 years. And the saying is always, yeah, well, you know, don't need a lecture. Anywho, buy a home if you're looking. Call me, I'll help you find the home. If you're looking for investments, call me. If you have cash, give me a call. I'll show you multifamilies all day long, investments everywhere. It's just, you know where to look. You need to stay in your lane. This is my world. I absolutely love it. I get you need to spread your money out, and I do as well. Everywhere, different layers. But this is where I niche, and this is where you should be using me to invest, because I will help you invest the best way possible. So there's no risk or minimal risk at the very bottom. Positive cash flow all the time, and you don't lose your money. Worst case, if something happens, we know our exit strategy, we know our worst case scenario, and your numbers always work out. That's called investing, but it's logical, no emotion, numbers oriented, and here's where we go. Captain Ron out. Have a nice evening. I'm gonna just be relaxing. Lake looks nice. I'll call it a nice evening. All right, talk to you guys later.